Hey guys, Monk MT here. Just wanted to come on here and be level. I am a nervous wreck a lot of the time. And I shouldn't say wreck, because I keep it together through the grace of yoga and the grace of eating healthy and adaptogens. And somehow I keep it together. But let me just be square with you, and I just want to explain where I'm going and be completely open, vulnerable, honest. Running my own business is never a guarantee. You know, I worry about money. I worry about if I'm going to have a job the next day. It's always worked. But yeah, I just want to be honest. I worry about these things. These things drive a lot of my behavior. Don't feel like you're the only one. One of my strengths is that I'm not lazy. I like getting out and being industrious and doing things. But if you feel fear about starting your own business, you're not alone. But my point here is, how do you fight that? How do you overcome it? Because even if you feel and you have perspective on it, that it's just an emotion, you still have to be able to take action and move forward and persist and stay devoted to your original decision, or else you're just going to give up, go back to safety. So let's talk about that. What are some methods to overcome fear, anxiety, when you want to start something new where there's no guarantee and where all of these skeletons and demons come up and start saying things like, hey, you gotta be safe, you shouldn't try this. Because those are real things, and those really hold people back. When you want to start your own massage business, or you want to get, like for me, I want to go and get a degree in acupuncture and Chinese medicine. I want to practice Ayurveda. I want to have this YouTube channel where I'm serving you guys. You want to turn what you love to do into your job, but there's no guarantee that it's going to pay off. And so you're putting in weeks and months of practicing and investing in this business, and you don't know where it's going, and you have 1,000,001 questions. Guys, this is all normal stuff, but how we emotionally respond doesn't have to be catastrophe and panic, okay? We have to know how to bring it back together. So we have to have weapons. One of my weapons is yoga, exercise, moving your body. I guess that's two different things. Let's talk about meditation and yoga, because that can change the structure of your brain, the neurotransmitters in your brain. They're called enkephalins, and everybody knows about the endorphins and neuroenzymes that get stimulated when you do different breath work. We call it pranayama. And you can completely change how you feel just by doing some asanas, some pranayama, and some perspective. When you just get quiet and you do breath watching, you watch the mind, you realize that you're not the mind. The mind is like running around on this roller coaster. So that changes my state for sure. I wake up in the morning, I do an hour of that kind of stuff. Look up Isha Yoga. Isha Yoga is the most legitimate global resource authority of yoga, if you ask me. You will learn powerful practices that will change your state in your brain immediately, and will give you long-term control over impulses, fears, insecurities. If you saw me 6 years ago, before I started doing any of this stuff, you'd be very impressed. Maybe you're not impressed with me right now. You don't have to be, but you would be if you were comparing me to my old self. So that's number one, yoga and meditation. Learn it, start exploring that realm. If you don't have mastery over your mind and emotions, you got nothing, period. Arguably, that's all life is. Honestly, you just want to be happy, you just want to feel good. So invest in understanding yourself, know thyself. This is what Socrates said. Number two, just exercise. This also induces those same enkephalins, endorphins, neuropeptides that change exactly how you feel and view circumstances. So that can change your state. It'll change how you view your challenges. It'll change pain. It'll change how you perceive everything. You won't feel as discouraged. So that's basic. Just don't overdo it. Enjoy your exercise. Do it. That's something that really helps me. Number three, this is really cool. We can call it multiple things. Satsanga, good company, good books, listening to people who are way ahead of you, who have a more stable mind. I listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, Napoleon Hill, Sadhguru. Listen to people who have success, and they're going to hammer these principles into your mind of patience and failure being a good thing and persistence and just practicing your craft and mastery and overcoming the plateau and the dip. Listen to Seth Godin, listen to Tony Robbins, listen to whoever is your vibe, you know what I mean? Just feed yourself constantly all this positivity, all this wisdom and knowledge from people who are ahead of you. We can call it standing on the shoulders of giants. What Jesus said, you know, like, just eat that good mental food. Keep yourself in positive states around positive people. This is huge. Even just being around people who are afraid and negative, that'll bring you down. Talk to people who want to talk positive. Talk to people who believe. And you'll start feeling the freshness of life. You'll raise that higher vibration. Those are 3 really powerful things. You can do that through books, YouTube videos, it's everywhere. You do these things. I'll throw a book recommendation. Napoleon Hill and his audios, Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil, Law of Success. Man, these things will transform your mind, put you in a positive state, get you acting and not being afraid. Last thing I'll say is a set of mental reminders that completely change your brain. And we'll call it a crash course. So the crash course is, I got it from Isha Institute. Basically, they say every hour or every day, twice a day, remind yourself of these 7 or 8 principles. And the way that I remember it is I start out with the 3 I's. Number 1 is inevitability. This moment right now is inevitable. If you resist it, you're going to feel raped. If you accept it as reality, you're going to be able to let go and flow. Meditate on all of these things and remind yourself of these things. Number 2 is involvement. The more you're involved, and this isn't just talking about socially, involved in perceiving everything that's there, learning, involved in your own thought process, being conscious, being interested, being fascinated by things. The more involvement you have, the more alive you are. So be involved, and don't let thoughts of nihilism and pointlessness and defeatism and doubt and indecision keep you from doing stuff. Get involved mentally, emotionally, physically. Are we here to be alive, or are we here to hide from life and just wither and die? So that's the second I. Third I is inclusiveness. The more you see everything as a part of yourself, aka love, the more alive you're gonna feel. So remind yourself of that. The more you divide and say, they're different from me, I hate that, I hate that, I hate this, I hate that, I don't like this. The more likes and dislikes you have, the less inclusive you are. The less inclusive you are, the more dead you feel. Because you're just saying, I can't be with them, I can't do that, I don't do this, that's not me, that's not my personality. Those people aren't like me, I don't like those people, I don't like doing that. You're not inclusive, you're exclusive, and you're excluding yourself from involvement. And that's going to bring misery and suffering. Number 4, so those are the 3 I's. Number 4 is willingness. Willingness just means whatever happens to you in life, you're not going to resist it. You're willing to go through it. It's like you wake up in the morning, if you're willing to go to work, you're happy. If you're not unwilling, you feel raped. That goes with everything. You look at the state of your life. If you're unwilling to live where you want, you feel raped, your life sucks. If you're willing, boom. It's like you're able to, not I have to. Go from I have to I get to. That's willingness. It's going from being raped to being willing. It's a mindset shift, it's a paradigm shift. Number 5, responsibility. This just means no matter what happens in your mind or your body or the outside, you can respond. It doesn't mean you're taking the blame for anything like everybody thinks responsibility means. No, it just means that you can do something. You can respond. You can respond mentally without taking action. But every response has an impact on your life. Every emotional response that you have, every conscious mental thought that you have has an impact on your life. Every conscious action that you have has an impact on your life. And the responsibility is yours to direct all these things and be your own life's manager. And not blame, not scapegoat. No, you can respond. And going from blaming to responsibility, that's everything. It goes from you being a victim that's just tossed around and blaming to somebody who can take control and actually do something with their life. So that's that. I'm at my client's place. I don't know if he is even ready for me. Number 6. Don't take things too seriously. Playfulness. That's self-evident. And number 7, mortality. Knowing that you're gonna die. Today could be your day. This will give you gratitude, and this will help you live to its fullest and not take things so seriously. This is huge. Remembering your mortality puts everything in perspective. Not taking yourself so seriously goes hand in hand with the playfulness that we just talked about. So those are the 7 things, guys. And lastly, I'll throw in being a mother to the world. Just wanting the best for the world and everybody in it. Goodwill goes a long way. So remember the 3 I's: inevitability, involvement, inclusiveness, willingness, responsibility, playfulness, mortality, and being a mother. Review those things every hour. It'll keep you sane, it'll keep you strong. These are the 8 things that you need to live a good mental life. And yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say. Remember, do yoga and meditation, number 1. Number 2, exercise. Number 3, positivity. Listen to good people, be around good people. Number 4, crash course. All right, this is the Monk MT. Have a blessed day. I'm thinking of you guys. Be well.